So this warm weather, or the warm fall, I guess I should say, has really been been nice, actually, right? Is everybody dealing with this kind of weather? I mean, across the country, I feel like a lot of people are warmer than normal right now, and I'll tell you what, it's actually paying off pretty good. I mean, these peas, they're trying. I mean, there are plenty of blossoms all over them. We'll see. I mean, they got started really late. I talked about them before. They would have been much better off if they looked like this a month ago, right, or so. But they got pushed behind because we just got bad seeds, to be honest with you. These seeds got planted probably too late for normal times, but I mean, they're going well. Keep them covered when there's frost possible, even though the peas can handle some frost. Concerned about maybe the blossoms here. Maybe these blossoms, maybe not. If they're a little tender, if they get frosted on, they might fall off. So I'll probably cover them tonight because it might get in the mid-30s tonight. But I mean, they're doing outstanding because we've had so much good weather. That fig tree still doing wonderful, still growing actually. To be honest with you, the weather was so nice and the outlook has been so good that I planted this green stalk full of spinach seeds last week, and you know what? We have some sprouts. They're sprouting right here and everywhere. So this whole thing's full of spinach seeds right here. And what we're going to wind up doing is covering it with the a green stalk cover. And I think we're going to get some spinach. Certainly got a chance to. Spinach does like the cooler weather. So just keep it covered for the cooler times. It'll probably, my experience with the green stalk and using the covers for greens is that it insulates it, gives like a greenhouse effect, and actually helps it grow quite a bit. And there's no hard freezes in sight. So I mean, we might actually get a chance to get some spinach out of this mess. Which, I mean, again, it'll grow slower because there's less daylight, but we got a shot here. I mean, all this rosemary is still looking beautiful. I mean, it's growing still. Look at that. It's awesome. You don't look like a weirdo when you do that with rosemary. Smell your fingers. You look a little creepy, but man, rosemary smells so good. Fresh rosemary is such a wonderful smell. I adore it so much. So anytime I smell it, I just love the smell of fresh rosemary. It's cool. It's so awesome. Finally getting some sprouts on this garlic. It's really coming up nicely now all of a sudden, which is really good. I think maybe part of the issue with this garlic when it wasn't sprouting very well is I had it up there behind the peas, and I think it was getting shaded so much that it just needed some more sun to draw those sprouts up. I mean, garlic takes time anyways to sprout, just to be honest with you. It really takes time to sprout. But I think I just needed some more sun up, so I pulled it back a little bit. It's getting some more sun, and the sun's on it all day right here, you know, as long as it can be. And so now all of a sudden it's sprouting really well. Just look, all these things coming up. These are already coming up good, and then we got a bunch more here. And love growing fresh garlic. There's a pileated woodpecker up here just losing his mind. I don't know if I can get a picture of him or not. The answer is no, I cannot. But if you ever, it sounds like a jungle animal. They just lose their minds, and you've probably heard it in the background. I don't know if you could or not. Just losing his mind. But they're the big like red-headed woodpeckers. They're just really large. They're large birds in general, and they make the craziest noise with them. But we enjoy it. They fly around here. There's got to be a nest somewhere. They're always. There it is. Did you hear that? Hopefully you could. That's a pileated woodpecker. They're hilarious. Really cool birds too. Like when they start pecking on some wood, you'll hear them tunk tunk. I mean, they peg the far out of the stuff. It's just really loud. But the warm weather has been such a nice change. I mean, which we've honestly had warmer falls here in Southwest Ohio as of late than normal, but this is even beyond, I think. I wish I had more stuff planted at this point, but time runs out sometimes. I think everybody's aware of that. Sometimes you just run out of time. Random tomato seed must have fell down here, and time to produce a tomato plant. Still have all this lettuce growing. I mean, gosh, look at that. So good. I mean, we've got maybe 8 salads worth of lettuce right here. These are growing well. This is a nice, look at that. I think we got what we're trying to get here. This one right here, we're trying to plant these for heads of lettuce. These were more for cut and come again lettuce, but these are for heads, and this is a romaine style lettuce, and I'll tell you what, it's about there. That one, and a couple of these. Look at that, beautiful lettuce, just gorgeous. And even over here in these butter peas, these are warm weather vegetables. Honestly, these are hot weather vegetables. We actually did not think we'd be able to get any more of these because we just thought it was going to freeze them out by now or get too cold. But we've had enough warm weather that, you know what, there's some of these that need to be picked. I think we could actually get some more. Yeah, this one could go. That's got enough. So I have to search through all these. That's amazing in itself. Those butter peas are like, they're hot weather stuff. Like, they normally won't grow much at all in cooler weather. But we thought we picked them clean. That was going to be it. I think we even documented it because we're supposed to get down to like 32. That should have been it on those. I think the ground must have been warm enough to keep them insulated enough. They're still going a little bit now. Nothing crazy, but there's still some butter peas in there to be picked, which is wonderful because that's what we're getting ready to eat for supper too. Angela Kay's in there fixing some butter peas and some cornbread and some pickled beets, which isn't really nothing to be fixed. Those are already there, but that sounds wonderful, don't it? Really, truly, the weather's even held out so well for the chickens. Most of the time, that by now, all of our chickens are molting, and typically we're getting 0 eggs a day. Honestly, right now we're still getting. We still have two girls that are laying fairly consistently. One girl just popped out an egg the other day that hadn't laid in the last week or so. So I don't know, maybe a couple more maybe come back, which is very rare for us here in this area. So everything's going really well because of the weather holding out. What about Layla? You haven't molted yet. You need to molt, don't you? Do you need to molt? Yeah. Hey Tootie. Look how good Tootie looks. She's molted, and look how full she is. Yeah. You're looking really good, ain't you? Yeah, you are. Tootie is a New Hampshire red. New Hampshire is actually a technical name for the breed, but a lot of places call them New Hampshire Reds. But they, anyways, that's her breed, and she lays a lot of eggs in the spring and summer, and so the protein and the calcium that's used to produce these eggs, it makes her feathers wear out, and they start dropping weight throughout that time period. No matter how much they eat, their bodies will eventually fail a little bit, you know. They'll lose weight and everything else. But she makes such a big difference after she molts, gains a lot of weight, it fills out, good full body frame, feathers look a lot better. So it's really nice when they do molt. They have to go through it for a little bit, but once they do molt, they look so good. They look like they feel a lot better, and they're very pretty chickens at that point. So it's really nice to see the transformation they make. But hey, this weather has held out nicely. We thought to kind of show how it's affected everything, and honestly made a really positive impact for us and how we're eating, because we got more lettuce, got more eggs than normal, possibly get some peas. We'll see. But so thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.